Moshi moshi, let's start more graphing. Woo. Okay, if you understand everything really well, then maybe you can skip this video. But just in case, okay, I'm gonna go real slow on this one. This one, first thing you should do is rewrite. So I'm gonna rewrite this one with the b outside. B is 2, so it's gonna be x minus. Now, remember, I have to double something to get pi over 2. What did I double? What do I need to double to get a half? I need to double a fourth. And that's how you get that. And there's no vertical shifts. But in case you don't know how to do that, you just go pi over 2 divided by 2. Because you'll have to multiply in the 2 later, right? So essentially, that's going to be pi over 2 times 1 over 2 because you're multiplying by the reciprocal when you're dividing fractions. And that's how I got this equation here. Now the amplitude, wait, I'm going to change something. I'm going to make this guy a little bit different. I'm going to put a negative there. Woo, tricked ya. That means this graph is not going to look like this. It's going to look like this. Okay, so let's actually erase the one that it's not going to be. It's going to look like that. Just don't forget, okay? All right, now let's go. Amplitude is 2. I put quotes around it because I know it's negative 2, but I know that when I'm I'm saying an amplitude, I need to always be positive. Period is going to be pi over b, but looks like our b is 2, so it's going to be pi over 2. Wow, this is a really skinny tangent function, I think, okay? Pi over 2, that means one cycle. Like one cycle between two axes is going to be pi over 2 long. Interesting, okay? But that doesn't make it any more difficult. So period is pi over 2. Let's fill this in. What's our ps? Is our pi over 4 or is it pi over 2? You're right, it's pi over 4 to the right. You could write positive there if you want to, or you could write that it's right. All right, it's pi over 4 to the right. What's a dongmei? We don't know that yet until we do the as. That was our first step until we do our as. So let's do our asymptotes, okay? The asymptote. If you want, you can just read my notes too. I provided you a nice transcript of my notes. Asymptote, okay? Asymptote's very easy, but you remember the highlighted portion is this full angle. Because this means, think about what this means. It means tangent of some angle here. But this isn't like this. The whole thing is the angle, but this whole thing is multiplied by the b. So this is the one that you have to use. Tangent of the entire angle. So we're wondering, when is this angle, right? When is the tangent of that angle? Is it going to be a plus or negative pi over 2? Undefined. Because tangent is undefined at pi over 2. I keep repeating that, but I'm just re-emphasizing the importance, okay? All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply everybody. Oh, actually, no, this one's actually interesting. I'm going to add pi over 2 to both sides. So when I add pi over 2 to both sides, I get pi. Oh, you know what? I'll just show all the work. Just in case, pi over 2 plus or negative pi over 2. I just added to both sides. I'm just doing algebra right here. Now, I'm going to divide everybody by 2. X is equal to, I'm going to divide everybody by 2, which means everyone becomes what? Or is it okay if I do it this way? Is it okay if I do this way? When I add pi over 2 and pi over 2, I get pi. What happens if I subtract pi over 2 minus pi over 2? I get 0. See if you understand those two here. Okay? That means I have 2x is equal to pi, and I have 2x is equal to 0. Ooh, I'm really getting into my graph here, huh? Maybe I can move it to the side a little bit. You guys, is it okay? I should have had you do it too. Is it okay if I move this guy over here and make it a little bit smaller? Ooh, whoa. Wait. Okay, I'm going to move this guy a little bit smaller, but I'm going to actually contain it. The transcript of my notes is a lot neater. I was trying to show it this way. Okay, do you understand that this, when I add it, it becomes pi. If I subtract it, it becomes 0. So that's why I set up 2 equations. That means my first as happens at x equals pi over 2. My second as happens at 0. What's the distance between 0 and pi over 2? It better fit my period. And indeed it does, because the distance between those two is pi over 2. Excelente! Woo, we're ready to graphy. Remember, once we have that, we can start graphing, right? So let's start graphing. This one's going to be kind of ugly, I think, okay? Let's do the 0. I'm going to draw the 0 line here. Sorry, I kind of shifted the graph a little bit. It's because I wrote all over the place, okay? All right, now I'm going to draw my first as at 0. Wait, my first as happens at 0. So I'm going to go like this. 0. When's my next as? It happens at pi over 2. So I'm going to go pi over 2 here. I'm going to draw my asymptote. Nice and straight, okay? Okay. And then I know that there is a middle. There's a middle and a middle and a middle, right? What's half of pi over 2? Now, if all that math is hard for you, then you have to do the third step. The third step is going to be your interval. Your interval is basically your period divided by 4. My period is pi over 2 divided by 4, which is pi over 8. Now, it's a little bit tricky, but don't worry, it's not. Because I think you know half of pi over 2, which is pi over 4, right? And pi over 4, if you change it to denominator pi over 8, okay, then you could actually do it that way. So it's going to be pi over 8. Oh, sorry. Pi over 8. Think about it. Pi over 8. 2 pi over 8, 3 pi over 8, 4 pi over 8. And that's why this is 2 pi over 8. 3 pi over 8. Oh my God, 3 pi over 8. Because this is equivalent to 2 pi over 8. Pi over 4. Does that make sense? So it's growing pi over 8 every time. Okay? So honestly, if you want to write this one as pi over 2 pi over 8, that's okay too, is what I'm trying to tell you. And if you want to write this guy as 4 pi over 8 to make it better understandable, you can do that too. Okay? All right, but now let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What was our amplitude? Our amplitude was -2. -2. But remember, regardless of whether it's negative or positive, the middle value is always going to be a big fat 0. All right? It's negative, so you know what our graph's going to look like. Our graph's going to look like that, enclosed between the two axes. So it's going to go maximum first. It's a 2, so I'm going to go up 2. I'm going to put a big fat dot there and a big fat dot here. Just make sure when you connect it, you have nice curves. It's not straight. There you go. When is the next asymptote? To the left, to the left, to the left. Negative pi over 2, you say, because it repeats the same thing, right? Ding, ding, ding. Again. Draw the ass. Okay, draw the ass. And then you're going to go mid, right? Mid. Sorry, it always erases. Min there, and then a max there. And then draw your graph. Okay, don't forget to draw your arms. Oh, sorry, the wrong way. Okay, draw your arm. Oh, I guess this is a leg, sorry. That's why I was like, how come it's not drawing very nicely? Okay, leg going this way, okay? And then to the next one, when does the next ass happen? Let's just end with the next ass. Next ass happens when? You're right, it happens at pi. Ask your neighbor right now, ask them, ding, ding, knock, knock, why is it pi that the next ass happens? I'm not going to draw it because it's too messy, okay? But think about why the next ass happens at pi. And then it just goes like that. Next one happens at 3 pi over 2, okay? That's how you draw 2 cycles. Don't forget to label your coordinates, pi over 8 and, oh shoot, pi over 8, 2. Jeez, pi over 8 and 2. And this guy is going to be 3 pi over 8 and -2. And this guy is 2 pi over 8 and 0. And then your asymptotes, right? X equals 0 and x equals pi over 2. And what's the domain? X cannot be your, you can use the first 0 if you want to. You can use 0 if you want to. But how often does it not happen? When does the asymptote happen? How often does the asymptote happen? It happens every pi over 2, every period, k. So it's going to be k in every integer. Or if you want, you could write it this way too. The domain could also be x equals pi over 2 if that's what you want to start with. Plus pi over 2, every pi over 2, k. And k is an integer. It doesn't matter which one you use. You could use negative pi over 2 as well, okay? All right, well, good luck with graphing. I think it's pretty easy, okay? Try this one with your neighbor right next to you, okay? Find an equation for a sine function that has amplitude of 4, a period of pi. Okay, it's kind of tricky. And then once you're done working on this, you can actually look at the transcript of the notes for these sections, okay? All right, good luck. Bye.